So today I thought I would do a video on gas mask buying advice. So right now I'm on eBay where you normally get your masks. So here the first thing is a respirator, and these ones are all crappy. These are the half face ones that don't even work. They're made in China and you can get those on Wish, but they don't work, so you wouldn't want to buy those. So here I have a GP5. It comes with a hose, the $26 one, and I think the filter is not original, but it might still have asbestos in it, so I wouldn't buy it, but it's a pretty great deal. And here is a GP5 with a NATO filter, and I think this is a pretty great deal since it gives you a NATO filter, but you gotta keep in mind that Russian gas masks, they have sort of Gauss threads, so they won't work with NATO filters. They have different threads. So I think this one's pretty good, and I don't know if the filter fits on the mask, but 4,000 are sold, so I think it does fit. So let's keep browsing. Here is a gas mask for bid, but it's used. You wouldn't want to buy some used gas masks. So here is a NATO military MP5. So the MP5 gas mask is a pretty good mask, and the filter on it actually works, but it's kind of expensive for $74. So I wouldn't really want to buy that because it's $70. You can get something better. Let me keep scrolling down. Some more GP5s with the hose. Here is a Israeli gas mask. This one is made by King, or however you pronounce it. This one is pretty cheap, and it doesn't have a filter, so I wouldn't buy it. Let's keep scrolling down. It's just a bunch of GP5s. Just keep scrolling down. Here is another Israeli gas mask, but these ones are made by Kaing, which is a cheap reproduction company, so they make these, but they're not in super great quality, so you can buy these and they do work, but you could just get one of those original ones or some good surplus ones. So let me go back up, and I'm going to search. I'm gonna search Soviet. So I'm searching Soviet gas mask. I think it's all GP5s. Oh, here's a GP7. You wouldn't really want to buy this. And it says new NATO filter. Let's see here. This is not actually a NATO filter on the picture. This is a GP5 filter and not even a GP7 filter. So they already swapped the filter out. So this is not a deal. And this one's also a small size. Here I have a PMK and PMK2. So it's a bit expensive. I wouldn't want to buy it. And if I keep scrolling down, so here is a MP3. It's a Polish gas mask. No, I think it's a MUA. It's not right. Yeah, it's an MUA. It's a Polish MUA. So this gas mask is basically the same thing as a GP5, but with a voice diaphragm. You can see the tiny part, that's the voice diaphragm. These are pretty good masks for $30. I think it's okay, but it doesn't come with a filter. So let's keep scrolling down. Another GP7. You won't want to buy those since they're so crappy. Here is a Soviet PDF series for $40. I think that's a bit expensive. Yeah, you can get this one, the PDF7, for $21. That's a fair price. And search PMG gas mask on eBay. So here is a PMG. I think this one is pretty good for $33. I think it's the whole set, and it's a pretty good mask. Here we have a PMG gas mask. For $40, about $40, this would be sort of expensive, but I think it's okay. These masks are alright, they're not too good. And this one for this one is wait, this one's pretty cheap. So it's charcoal filter plus cover. Oh, this is without the mask, but it's one of those EO18K filters. I have one of them. They're just a more advanced version of the GP5 filter, but these are all pretty expensive for the masks. So let me search SHMS gas mask. This gas mask is the best one, and there isn't actually any for sale. Here is one selling a bunch of gas masks. And let me just try to find this. Most of them are sold out, so I wouldn't really look, and the shipping is really expensive. So on eBay, I can't find any SHMS gas masks. So moving on to the second sort of website you can use is Etsy. So this website is also pretty good. You can find a lot of masks that are good, and yeah. So the first one is a it's a M17 copy, a Polish clone of it, and you wouldn't want to buy cheek filter masks since they're so bad. And yeah. So on the right you would have a this one is a SHMS, I would say, and it has a EO14 filter, so that's a bit old, but this is for $88, and for gas masks, you would usually buy size large or size extra large because it would fit anybody unless you're a child, but yeah, you would buy larger dimensions because if they're too small, they won't fit you. But if they're large, they'll still create a seal around your face. So here is another. This one is a PRVU, which is a Soviet rocket troops gas mask, and let me see. It's pretty expensive for $160. I think it's the whole set. Yeah, it's the whole set with the sort of hose cover with it. These masks are really rare, and I think it's a fair price for it. Here I have a $72 one. It's a PMK, but this one is actually not very rare. You can get these for $40. This one is overpriced, so you wouldn't want to get these. And let me keep scrolling down. There's another PRWU, and here is a Polish MC1. That's what I believe what it is. So this one, it's a Polish gas mask, which is really simple. It's basically a GP5, but without a hood, and this gas mask does what it does. It just doesn't have a voice diaphragm. And there's two filters here. So the green one or olive one has asbestos in it since it's much older, but the MS4 filter on the right, which is the gray one, doesn't have asbestos because it's more modern. And let me select a color. So I think gray is actually sold out, but what you would want to buy is a gray one since it comes with the gray filter, and it's a lot better since it doesn't have asbestos in it, and you can actually use the mask for emergencies. And let me keep scrolling down. So here's another GP5. As you can see, you can find these really cheap. This one's $16. Here's a GP7. And here is a PG1, a Bulgarian gas mask, right here for $34. This one, I already have one of these, but it's kind of overpriced. I got one for $20 in Europe, so this one's a bit overpriced. So let me go back. and keep scrolling. So if I go down, a GP5 filter. So if you want to get filters, you should get NATO filters, or if you have a Soviet gas mask, I recommend getting some FP5 filters because those filters are NATO and they actually fit Soviet gas masks. This one is a GP5 filter. You shouldn't buy these. They have asbestos in them. And let me keep scrolling. So here is another PMG2 for $31, a bit cheaper than eBay. And on the right, you would see a PRWU, which is, this one is a SHMS, so it's not a PRWU. You can tell by the voice diaphragms. Let me keep scrolling. This one, I think, is a Draeger M65 without the filter, but it's a bit expensive since it's basically a Bulgarian PG1, and they do the same things. Here are some more cheek filters, and here is a PMK4. This one's way too expensive. It shouldn't be $200. So here I have a Shalin 4A1, which is a Israeli gas mask for $70, which I think is okay. It's not that expensive, and you can actually use it. Here I have a Polish, I think it's the head wound gas mask. So it's a really big piece of rubber. It's just a GP5, but much larger, as you can see. I think this gas mask is kind of rare, but you can still get it for $40. It's just a massive chunk of rubber. And yeah. Let me keep scrolling down. Second page. A lot more gas masks. So this gas mask, the PMG2, for $40, it's overpriced. You can get these for $40, but and the sizes have to add more. So this one's way too overpriced. You wouldn't want to get that, but if you keep looking, there's a PMG for $33. I think that's pretty good. Why is it 54 now? Oh, so the size, medium is 33. It's already sold out since that's a great deal, but it's already sold out. We keep scrolling down. Here's a Finnish gas mask. So the Finnish, I think this is a, one of those American M9 clones, I think. This is the Finnish M61. I don't think these filters have asbestos, but this is a 60 millimeter instead of a 40 millimeter, so these won't fit on your regular modern gas masks. But the Finnish M9 clone is actually a good gas mask. You might consider getting one of these, but this one is used, so you shouldn't really get used gas masks since you don't know what the people who wore them done with them, since if you buy some used military ones, there might be sort of chemicals on there. But here is a fake gas mask. So these ones, you see them for all sort of shapes and colors. These ones are not actually real. These ones are just plastic. You can get them for airsoft and stuff, but you wouldn't want to get these for prepping. And let me keep scrolling down. Some more GP5s. Here is a World War II. I don't know what this is. I think it's a British one. So I think this is actually a civilian use one. Maybe it's a Canadian C3. So this one is a bit too expensive for $120. But yeah. Also, you can use sort of VPNs to go to different locations and get different masks from. If you go to the British servers you can get gas masks that are British for much cheaper, like the S10 gas mask. You can get those in Britain for a lot cheaper than the US. So here is a SHMS. It says RSH4. I don't know what that is, but this one's a bit expensive. So this is for $80. Let me go back. And let me keep scrolling down. And I've reached the end. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.